name is Erica, also known as TimetoShrink here on YouTube. Today we are going to talk all things marinades, grilling. We're going to do some cocktails, all using my favorite spices, Fresh Jax Spices. I absolutely love Fresh Jax Spices, and as it's getting to summertime, we're thinking about grilling, we're thinking about having really cool drinks, and Father's Day is coming up too, y'all. So I think these spices would be a really great Father's Day present. They have a lot of grilling spices. They have lots of flavored salts that are spicy or smoky. I'm gonna show you how to do a lot of marinades that utilize different Fresh Jax spices, and then we're gonna throw them on the grill. We're gonna do some barbecue, and Jason's gonna show you how he smokes, barbecues, and grills. I have so many spices that I wanna share with y'all. Fresh Jax is a small family company that is out of Jacksonville, Florida, y'all. All of their spices are organic and they are just so fresh. And my spice cabinet is chock full of them, and almost every video that I do, I'm using at least one Fresh Jax spice. Another thing that's really cool about Fresh Jax is for every box that someone buys of their spices, they donate one meal to end childhood hunger. One of their main missions is to wipe out and eradicate childhood hunger, and they really work hard on that in their area in Jacksonville, Florida. And I just think that's such a neat little thing that you wouldn't necessarily know about them, but it just shows the integrity and the heart of the people behind this company. The spices, like I said, are all organic, they're reasonably priced, and they're just freaking delicious. All right, first thing we're gonna do is have Jason come make a spicy margarita, and then we'll just carry you along through the week with us and show you all the different things we make with these spices. All right, y'all, Jason is gonna make spicy margaritas for us. I love to drink them. I'm not the best at making them, so he's gonna take over this part.
All right, these are really simple though. What I've already done here is I've gotten limes and I've used our juicer. This is about 3 ounces of limes. We like them spicy, so I've chopped up some jalapenos and I just drop them in the lime juice. I just use a wooden spoon and kind of try to muddle them. We don't have
any cocktail equipment, y'all. We need to step up our game.
All right, so we got that going there. That's 3 ounces of lime juice, freshly squeezed with our jalapenos.
This is our cocktail shaker.
This is our cocktail shaker.
Find the top for you.
Find the top. Good luck. We've got 2 ounces of tequila. We're just gonna add that into our fancy shaker here. Now we go with our triple sec. Can't make a good margarita without triple sec at least.
Right.
Yeah, what I'm gonna do is I'm only gonna use ½ an ounce of the triple sec. And then we've got this Swoon simple syrup that we use. I'm gonna use a ½ ounce.
This is sugar-free.
I'm gonna use this to make up the other ½ ounce of triple sec. What we do is this is just a simple margarita salter, whatever you call them, but we like to take Habanero lime and put it in our salt. So what we do, just shake it in, just kind of on the top, shake it around, pick that up on the
This stuff is
rim.
Very lime forward and very spicy, but there's so much flavor. It's not just like heat, it's flavor. It's so good. There's these 2 other ones that you could use too for different drinks, or for this one. There's a Sriracha Hot Salt and a Ghost Pepper Salt. But we like the Habanero lime because that lime flavor is really, really forward, and it's just got a lot of flavor to it, right?
Oh yeah, absolutely. It is terrific, and it's got good, nice little heat to it as well. All right, so salt up our rim there. Look at that.
Oh, perfect.
Perfect. All right, so we got some ice in our cup, rim nice and salted. I'm just going to take what I've shaken in our shaker here and into the cup it goes. Look at that. Looky there.
Oh, don't even have to set that down. You give it to me. Oh, we're not done.
Jump in the gun.
I'm getting too excited, y'all.
This is the trick right here, y'all. So now that you got your margarita made, go back to your jalapeno lime and just give it a little bit of shake on top.
Yes, please.
Look at that.
This is a perfect drink to make for your father for Father's Day, and then you can give him some of this with it.
Okay. All right, taste that up, babes.
Yum. Y'all, this is so good.
You gotta like spicy though. This is spicy.
So good. I hate to share it, but you want to taste? It's great.
So good. Gotta like spicy. It's spicy, not sweet. So
yeah. If you like a spicy margarita, this is pretty much perfection. I guess you could probably blend it up if you wanted it frozen, but it's perfect like this.
Alright, y'all, coming to you with more of a Father's Day special. It is early in the morning. This is a 10-pound Boston butt. I'm going to use that Sunrise Cowgirl coffee rub on it. And it's about 10 pounds, so it's going to take all day. So I'm up early to get it going. And then over here we've got our baked beans. We're going to sprinkle that with the rosy cheeks. And that's going to sit underneath the pork shoulder as it smokes and collect all of that juice and droppings and yumminess. So I'm going to do the beans first, and then I'm going to do the pork. All right, we really think the maple and brown sugar flavor of the rosy cheeks is going to go well with the baked beans. So I'm just going to put a liberal amount of that on top of these, and then those will be ready to go. All right, now for the pork shoulder, we're going to use this Sunrise Cowgirl coffee rub. It is absolutely perfect for smoking. So again, a liberal amount, and you just got to kind of work it in to the meat a little bit.
Here are the baked beans in from the smoker. How long were they on the smoker?
3.5.
They were on the smoker for about 3.5 hours. This is what they are looking like. I then will go ahead and put them into the oven at like 300 degrees for a couple hours and let it soak up any more of the juices. Although this is not all that runny today, but we'll get it nice and thick in the oven.
So we're making up our homemade barbecue sauce. We usually do this for when we're making ribs, but I wanted to show you this today. You can just find any ketchup-based barbecue sauce recipe that you like on the internet. But what I've noticed is all of the spices that you put into it, like paprika, cumin, black pepper, smoked salt, all those spices, they're all already in these combinations of Fresh Jax. Whichever of these you like, they're perfect for seasoning your barbecue sauce. You just have to pick the ones that you like the best. We're going to use the Keto Chophouse. The reason I like the Keto Chophouse is because, I don't know if you can see the ingredients here, it has the smoked salt and the yellow mustard seed, which I really like in my barbecue sauce. So we usually go with Keto Chophouse. Here's my base, like I said, just a recipe, any recipe you pick up off of the internet, and you can add in to taste how much seasoning you want.
The next thing we're going to add is a little bit of this Smokey Sea Salt Campfire. Oftentimes we will add a little bit of liquid smoke to a recipe for a barbecue sauce. So instead of liquid smoke, I'm going to just do 1 teaspoon of this Campfire sea salt and see what we think of that. We've never used that before in a barbecue sauce, but I think it'll work. I am making some jalapeno poppers 2 different ways. I am going to do jalapeno poppers wrapped in bacon, my general way, and we're going to smoke them on the smoker. And then the other half of them, I'm going to make my jalapeno poppers, and then I'm going to wrap them in sausage, and he's going to put those on the smoker. So what goes inside my jalapeno poppers is ground sausage and cream cheese mixed together. Or you can add spicy all-purpose. You can add any seasoning to the inside of these you want. Often we will do a ranch, but you can do any kind of barbecue seasoning too. And since we're going to smoke these, I am going to use this Fresh Jax Rosy Cheek Maple Bourbon Barbecue Spice inside here. I usually use about a tablespoon. I did want to show 2 different options for stuffing your jalapeno poppers. You can stuff them with buffalo chicken. This is a buffalo chicken spread that I make all the time. It's in my cookbook. This is awesome inside them. Also, you could just put straight up pimento cheese inside them, and then wrap them with bacon or wrap them with sausage and throw them on the smoker or you can actually cook them in the oven as well. So I just wanted to give you all 3 of these options for stuffings. The next thing I add to this is about a cup of cheese. So basically what we made here is a sausage dip. You could heat this up just as it is and serve it as a dip, but it is the perfect stuffing for jalapeno poppers. So we're gonna stuff all of these poppers, and some we're gonna wrap in bacon and some we are going to wrap in sausage. So I used 2 pounds of sausage and I got this many wrapped. So I took those jalapenos that I stuffed and I wrapped them with the sausage. I put some of the spices, the rub, in this bowl here, and then I just put these into the bowl and rolled it around so that it's covered in the spice before it goes on the smoker. So to wrap these jalapenos, first I take my bacon piece and I stretch it out as stretchy as I can get it. And then you're gonna use 1 full piece of bacon. You want these wrapped really, really well. You want every surface area covered. So we're gonna wrap that the best that we can. And then I just use the heat of my hands with the fat of the bacon and I just squeeze them until every little bit is covered. Stretch out my bacon. Every little bit is covered, and then I just put them over here. And then you could sprinkle on top of your bacon some of your barbecue rubs. That's what I'll do as my last step. Here is the smoker. He's got his station set up over here. And then these are the Armadillo eggs I was telling you about. He just put those in. They are jalapeno poppers wrapped in sausage and then coated in barbecue rub. And then in here, oh, look at that. That is the barbecue. That's the pork butt, y'all. Did you want to say hi? Do you want to say hi? No, you just want to see if Daddy's gonna feed you. And then he's throwing the jalapeno poppers in there, I think. All right, pork butt coming off. This is this like the halfway point?
A little bit more than halfway just because of the day, but
that
probably got 4 hours left.
Good. Oh my gosh.
We're gonna wrap it.
Just gonna wrap it in tin foil here. Just a little trick I like to use towards the end to keep the juices in. I was laughing at a fly and landed on Erica's head as she's recording and she didn't know what to do. I like to wrap it in the tin foil just to keep all the juices in. It's got the smoke flavor. It's gonna get in it by now. So we're gonna finish it off. This helps keep the heat regulated and the juices nice and juicy.
So he just wraps it a bunch of times in foil. You can also get butcher wrap paper that's for the smoker, but we don't have any of that. So this is our version of doing that. I made my standard coleslaw. We make this a million different ways with tons of different Fresh Jax spices, but since we're having barbecue tonight, I just made a standard one. So in my standard, I use part apple cider vinegar, part red wine vinegar, a little bit of sweetener to combat the acidity, but just a little bit. And then I added a little bit of this yellow mustard, and I added some Campfire smoked sea salt. So that is gonna be the standard, just plain coleslaw for tonight with barbecue. We've been filming so many different things and we've been using them so much. These haven't even gone back in the cabinet. These are just some of the spices we have used today. Oh my gosh, y'all. We've been using Fresh Jax like crazy today in everything. So we brought our peppers in. These are the Armadillo eggs, I think is what they call them, but it's the jalapeno popper wrapped in sausage and then smoked on the smoker. And then these are the jalapeno poppers, regular style, wrapped in bacon like I generally do them, but we put them on the smoker. We have never smoked jalapeno poppers before, so I'm super excited to try these, y'all. They look and smell so yummy. I rolled the sausage in Rosy Cheeks barbecue from Fresh Jax. So let's cut into one of these and see what she looks like. And then this is our standard jalapeno popper, but we did them on the smoker. And they are so tasty, y'all. Highly recommend if you're using the smoker anyways, to throw some of these on there too. This is the jalapeno popper wrapped in sausage. I think they call them armadillo eggs. So try that one. They're pretty spicy.
So I'll stay with the bacon.
And then the regular with the bacon. It's a big bite.
Good.
Yeah, I really like the smoky
You can totally
flavor.
taste the smoke. Highly recommend trying these on the smoker, y'all. But if you don't have a smoker, you can make these exact same things just in the oven. I would just do it at like 400 until they're nice and brown and crisp.
That's a great
That's really
adventure in your
spicy.
mouth. That's good.
We just brought the pork butt in. It was wrapped in this and I just moved it over here. I'm going to pull it and then we will eat. I just kind of twisted the side here. You can see the nice smoke ring. All right, y'all, here is the barbecue feast. We have our pulled pork. It had a lot of juice that comes out of it, so I just put it back in its own juice in the crock pot after I pull it. Then we've got the barbecue sauce that Jason made. This is a very vinegar-based barbecue sauce, and we use the Keto Chophouse in that. We used, did you use Keto Chophouse in?
Cowgirl.
We used the Sunrise Cowgirl in the pulled pork. We've got our coleslaw that I used the Campfire sea salt in.
And the mustard.
And the ground mustard. We have our baked beans, y'all. These are something special. They really, really are. We don't even, I mean, we just start with the basic Bush's baked beans. Like, we don't even like make them from scratch or anything, but because they sit on the smoker and soak up all of that smokiness, all of that smoky fat, and then I cook them low and slow at like 300 for a few hours, they are just delightful, y'all. So, so good. Highly recommend these. And we use the Rosy Cheek barbecue rub in our baked beans. And then I already showed you these, but the Armadillo eggs, I think that's what they call them, the sausage wrapped jalapenos, and then the jalapeno poppers with bacon. These were smoked. I did some of them in the Sunrise Cowgirl and some of them in the Rosy Cheeks, just so we could try both. They're both equally as good. I couldn't tell you which one's better. They're both really, really good rubs. So that is what we are having. It is actually my dad's birthday, so we did all of this for Daddy's birthday, and this is also great ideas for gifts for fathers or for Father's Day. These different grilling rubs or grilling spices or sea salt flavored spices are all so, so good, y'all. When I add spices or anything to bacon, I usually do a thick cut bacon. So this is thick cut. I'm gonna use this Fresh Jax Rosy Cheeks, which I am almost completely out of, y'all. I'm probably gonna finish it off here. But this has a little bit of sweetness in it because it does have some brown sugar. So I think that'll be perfect. And then because I did not have enough of that, I'm going to use my second favorite, the barbecue spice rub, Sunrise Cowgirl Coffee Rub. I think that's going to be amazing on bacon. Oh, that was a lot. I wish y'all could smell this. And I'm just going to go over it with my hands and kind of press it down in a little bit. And then bake it just like normal. Like I said, 400 degrees until it's finished. And this will be so yummy. So yummy. I could flip it over and do both sides, but I'm going to do it the lazy girl way and just do one side. Y'all, I totally forgot my bacon. It got really, really crispy. It's going to be fine. So in the very back of my cookbook, I have some different ideas for marinating chicken and pork. I've got 2 pages of it. So we're going to use some of these, but what I wanted to show you was you could zero in on one of these and just use the ratios and change the spices or the oils and make so many different combinations. So one of those we're going to do today is something my son had done. He took this Bold Bayou, so screenshot that if you're interested. What we're gonna do today is take the recipe, the basic recipe, use the ratio of the avocado oil to the lemon juice to the salt, but we are gonna change up the seasoning and it'll have a completely different flavor. So I just wanted to show you how you can use that one marinade recipe and do tons of different things. So I've got about 2 pounds of chicken right here. This is just chicken tenders. It could be pork chops. It could be whatever you want to marinate. 3 ounces of avocado oil is the first thing. And you're just gonna pour your avocado oil in there. All right, 3 ounces of avocado oil. We're gonna dump. This is my favorite kind of splurge purchase, this Italian volcanic lemon juice. It's great for marinating, great for making drinks, great for just drinking lemon water. So there's 1 ounce of that. We're gonna go in with 1 ounce of lemon juice. Fresh Jax has a line of different sea salts. Some of them are spicy, some of them not. So we're gonna do about 1 teaspoon of this Sriracha Hot Salt. Next is 1 tablespoon of whatever spice you want to use. We are going to use this Smokey Southwest, which is one of my favorite Fresh Jax blends. So about 1 tablespoon of that. So the next thing you do is you just close your Ziploc bag up and you squish. Squish, 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 mush it all around. And then you can, when you're done, if you want to use it later that day or the next day, you can just put it in the refrigerator. One of the things I like to do is do a ton at one time, and then when it's all mushed together, I try and let out as much air as possible, get that sealed well, and then I make it flat as possible. That's going to do a couple things for you. One, it is going to make sure the marinade is all over every piece without having to use a ton of oil and vinegar. You don't want to waste your ingredients, right? And 2, if you freeze it flat like this, it will thaw so quickly for you. All right, y'all, a girl cannot follow her own recipe. I am all over the place today. So I also needed an ounce of apple cider vinegar. My ratio is 3 ounces of oil to 2 ounces of acid, basically. So I did an ounce of apple cider and an ounce of lemon juice in this one. One of our favorite things to make is sweet potatoes on the grill in the summer. So what I did was I took some avocado oil, a bunch of this Rosy Cheeks Fresh Jax, a little bit of paprika, and a little bit of this Campfire Smoky Sea Salt, and added it to some avocado oil. And then what we do is we put our sweet potatoes on skewers like this, and you just paint each of the sweet potato skewers with this mixture, and then Jason throws them on the grill when he's making grilled chicken or grilled pork chops or grilled steak. They are so good. You've got to try this, y'all. Look at this beautiful Mama Jamma steak. This bone-in ribeye is beautiful. We're gonna use this Keto Chophouse and just kind of apply it on both sides of the steak and let it sit until it gets to about room temperature, and then Jason will put it on the grill. I am having this massive ribeye. Maybe I'll share it. I don't know. Probably. Just liberally seasoning that, and we're just gonna let them sit to get to room temperature, and then he'll throw those on the grill with the sweet potatoes.
All right, really excited about grilling up the sweet potatoes tonight. What I do with them after she's prepared them, I just usually come out and put them on the grill as it's heating up. Like once I've started the grill, just put them on, and I'm gonna let those work while the grill's heating up. And then when I'm ready to cook, I'll cook my pork, and by the time it's done, everything will be ready to come off. Really easy, really tasty. Also going on the grill tonight are these marinated pork chops, but the pork's marinated with olive oil, vinegar, and this little bit of this Rosy Cheeks.
Jason just brought these in from the grill. I'm just gonna baste them one more time with this, oh, I'm making a mess, with this seasoning. And then we'll just pull them off of this and serve it. So here's what they look like.
This is Rosy Cheeks everything, actually. It turned out to be Rosy Cheeks everything. So pork chops are oil and vinegar and a little bit of Worcestershire sauce and some Rosy Cheeks, and then you saw the other stuff being made as well. And we ended up putting what we had left of the mixture for the sweet potatoes, we just painted those on the asparagus in the oven. So it's gonna be delicious. All right, so we got a grill full of steaks, but we're looking here at Erica's and Mom's. All right, we just pulled the steaks off the grill. They look and smell great. We'll let them sit up for a few minutes and then cut into them.
All right, y'all, I hope this gave you some ideas, different ideas of ways to use Fresh Jax spices, especially coming into the summer. We're gonna be marinating, we're gonna be grilling, we're gonna be having really nice, fun cocktails, and Fresh Jax works in all of those ways. So I hope this was helpful. And I also just wanna say, I really do highly recommend them. This is not even a portion of my spices, y'all. I have so many Fresh Jax spices. I really am obsessed with them. It's not just a talking point. We use them every single day. So anyways, this is a great Father's Day gift idea. If your father likes to grill, these would be awesome. If he just likes cocktails, but in a spicy cocktails, the spicy salts are amazing. So great for cocktails, so great for marinades. They also are super great just to sprinkle on top of vegetables at the end to give it a little punch of flavor, a punch of heat. I absolutely recommend these. I love that you can get a set of 5 smaller ones, or you can get 3 bigger ones in the kits. That is a perfect little gift idea. So I will link that down below. I will also list down below what our favorites are and what I would recommend, because there are so many. So check out my recommendations. Check out the link down below. It will take you directly to Fresh Jax, and you would get 15% off just by using that link below, and you can explore their website, because like I said, there is way more than I have here. I will talk to y'all again soon. I hope you enjoyed this video. Bye, y'all. Be blessed.